Half-Life.
He said, "What do you want over there? What beer you want over there?"
Oh,
I can't get it.
well,
Yeah, he was about
I'm
to
gonna get
tip
up and
over.
get it.
He tried to be slick.
I'm just getting up and getting
and he tried to snatch it during the fight. Yo, if you fell over,
the
oh my
news.
God, that'd be amazing.
Valve believes Half-Life Alyx will be modded to play without VR.
I don't even understand that sentence.
all right, listen.
It's a VR game only.
I know, but like, just read the sentence. It doesn't
Listen.
sound like it makes sense. Valve believes Half-Life.
It's the company.
I know. It's just if you read it like that, it's like, what am I reading
yeah,
right
yeah.
now?
Well,
So-
yeah, if you don't know about anything the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, I'd be like,
So it's a VR game. It's selling a lot. It's changing the VR space as we know it to be like the game for VR. It's like their Mario
Yes.
for like Mario 64, what that did for 3D games.
I have some gripes with that, but yes.
So it's selling. It's sold a hell of a lot, and it's
Yes.
making people buy VR, and because it's only available for that.
yeah, that's the thing.
So I'll let you go on about how you dislike this, and you can go yell at the clouds, old man.
Well,
yell
listen
at
to
the
this.
clouds, old man.
All right, guys. I'm going to be
go
very
for it.
brief, okay?
Lies.
Very brief. I thought about this, and this is the reason why I picked this article to be the news today. I'm a big Half-Life fan.
I'm waiting for it.
Half-Life 2, okay, is one of the biggest ball drop cliffhangers in gaming history. We've been waiting for 13 years for Half-Life 3.
Is that all?
13 years, dude.
That's just 13.
And then they came out with this. And when I heard that they were coming out with a Half-Life, I thought to myself, fuck, it's finally happening. Half-Life 3, it's finally happening. And they're like, nope. This is just a side story that kind of explains a little bit about what happens to the third chapter in the fucking Half-Life 2.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and then I'm like, okay, all right, I could deal with that. And then I read a little bit more, and they're like, yeah, and it's VR only.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, shit. I'm not a fan of VR, all right?
As it is.
I've tried it. I've tried it.
now.
I've tried it as it is now. I've tried it. I get motion sickness, and this is the fucked up thing. I play first-person shooters. I like the stories in first-person shooters.
Yeah.
I don't get motion sickness. When I fucking try the VR shit, I get motion sickness. And I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I'm like, dude, I can't do it. The thing about it, it's like, I'm not a fan of VR for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's one reason, though. That's the first reason. And that's something that I guess you can kind of learn or get
I felt that
accustomed
way.
to it.
When
You can
first
get
persons-
accustomed to it.
When first persons first came out, I felt that way.
But it's something that like you can get accustomed to it. Like it's like using a arcade fight stick controller.
Well, it's
for
not
the
even
first
that.
time.
It's more of the technical aspect of what it's showing you.
Well,
As it gets better,
I
your
underst-
eyes will be able to handle it better.
I understand it, yes, but that's like muscle memory with using
yeah,
the
yeah.
control
Being
pad
used to doing
versus arcade stick or whatever.
Mhm.
It's
Give it a week.
muscle
Give it-
memory.
give it
It's
a
like
week.
you have to just get used to it.
Give it a week.
So that's the first issue, though. That's an issue that I have.
It's
Like,
only
there's
been a
a-
week.
There's like a learning curve that you have to go through, right? So, all right. Second issue I have is there's so many different types of. First of all, this is a PC. This is not for PlayStation yet. At least I don't know. They're gonna announce it. If they are
possible,
gonna announce it, it's
but
possible.
It's selling
didn't
their,
announce
it's
anything.
selling their stuff.
It
right
is
now.
selling a lot of stuff. However,
Index.
there's so many different types of VR headsets that you can do, and the buy-in for that
For a good
is
one.
pretty fucking steep.
For a good one, it's about a G.
You can buy a cheap one.
It's about a stack.
What's the cheapest VR headset? What is it? What's the
You can get the PS4 one for like used $200.
No, I'm saying to play this game.
Who knows if it's coming out for it? For this, yeah, you
No,
can
no,
get one
right,
500.
right at this
probably?
point. At this point in time, what's the cheapest VR headset that you can buy to play this game?
The one that Valve is selling is $1,000.
See, that's my problem with
But who's to say that's the only way to play it? It just came out. They're obviously going to sell what they make first.
Exactly. And that's my issue. But the thing is, it's like, and we say this shit all the
But
time.
do you want to get dizzy playing it or not?
This is-
that's the reason.
No,
that's
well,
the difference.
Well, here's the thing, though. I always say this shit, and this applies to not even just this game. This applies to everything. Okay, I hate it when a game goes. The only way you can play this is motion controls. I hate that. Variety is the spice of life. It makes everything.
Oh, tell me about it.
It makes everything. It makes all the fucking difference. It makes all the difference. It really does, man. Listen,
it depends.
Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty, right? But I don't play online. I play the campaign. I'm a minority when it comes to like that type of shit. Now, a lot of people play online, obviously, because they have the fucking online only version or whatever, the free to play. But I like playing the single player game, right? And for a while, they would do 2 versions of it. They would do the campaign and then they would do the online, right?
Mm-hmm.
Games were coming out. A lot of games were coming out like that. They would have the campaign and then have the online. If they have motion controls in the game, they give you the option to use a controller or fucking motion controls or whatever the fuck. The options.
Well, it reminds
what
me
makes
of
it.
Resident Evil 7 in a sense because it's like
Yes.
Resident Evil's always been a third-person game, and everyone loves the third-person view.
Yes.
And they went with the first-person view, which still sold a lot and still did very well. And then Remake 2, came
Tried and
out,
true one.
and it was the third person. So it's like,
Right.
yeah, as far as that's concerned, it's like, I don't want to play a game that I'm used to playing a certain way,
Yes.
changed, and like for example, like you have your
It's
VR
still
thing going
first
on.
person though. It's not that
No,
different.
that's true. That's
Exactly.
true. But for somebody like Al, who's
Mhm.
played it, anticipating it, it's like, yeah, he wouldn't mind.
Right.
He probably would actually think about it, but you have to pick up a VR to do it.
Yeah.
It's
not easy right now.
That's. It's not like, hey, I'll spend $100 tops. No, that's not even.
It's not even close.
That's fucked up.
Not
Like
even close,
that's a fucked up thing
Not even
about it.
close,
But yeah,
dude.
like you said, it does play first person.
Right.
And it probably is pretty dope. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure if you can get one for like a $50 or whatever, you're like, hey, yeah, let me try it
Yeah.
out, whatever.
Yes.
But
exactly.
like $1,000, that's fucked up.
fucking curve.
If someone did
the curve.
I mean, come on.
I mean, the cheaper headsets. I looked too. I looked to see what's the cheaper headset. I think it was like $300.
Like
That's
think
still
of Panzer.
fucking steep,
Think of Panzer, right? Panzer's got the
Right.
the true remake coming out.
Right.
And there's a VR version.
And then there's a VR version. The VR version didn't get that much heat because the remake, like, all right, if I don't like the fact that there's a VR one, I could still at least mess with the remake and be happy
Options.
about it.
Exactly.
But it's kind of cool that they did make a VR, like you kind of appreciate
Right.
the VR thing, like as
Right,
an
right.
option. But
Right.
if they did like a VR Shining Force 3, I'd kill somebody.
Right.
Like I would be in jail.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you can't,
But-
like
what
do you
this
have to
news is about though
Mhm.
is that they believe that the fact that people have taken Half-Life and redone it
Mhm.
completely, they've made it over
yes.
and improved on the mistakes that they've made.
Mm-hmm.
They know that someone will take this if it's open source at any time or something, or just recreate the game itself
Yes.
in the first person mode that you want it to
Yeah,
be,
yeah,
in,
yeah.
Yes.
regardless of if they have it in VR. Or
Right,
not.
right.
Someone will take it upon
Someone will
themselves
do
to
it.
make it first person with that storyline.
Yeah.
And I got.
Will it be better?
Yeah.
Will it be better than the VR game? Not according to the people who made the VR.
It's
because-
different to experience.
Because
Especially-
they made it for that kind of
Yeah, right,
yeah.
experience.
Plus, the way that you actually control that game, you don't walk around.
Mm,
You pinpoint where you're going. It's like a point and
Yeah.
click, basically. You can tell where
yes.
you can go,
Yeah, they have a.
and then it goes there. So you
There's a
play
thing
it that
called
way.
gravity gun gloves that you wear, and you
You
like,
pop over the way you want to
You
be.
flick your wrist like this, like the Force.
Flicking the wrist.
Yeah.
Flicking the wrist.
You flick your wrist or whatever, you do it like this, and it's like the Force, and you can like grab objects. Like
That's
like
cool.
if an object's over there on a shelf, you can just go like this, and it'll
So-
come right to you in your hand. And it's from what I've seen from reviews,
Looks dope.
everybody's like, this shit feels like you're fucking really like have control.
I think
Or have powers
it's
or
probably
whatever.
a dope game.
I'm sure
It
it's
probably
dope.
is a dope game.
But
I'm
they
sure
can't
it's
just
dope.
take it. They can't just take this game and make it first person.
into
They
what
have to change
the
it.
traditional way.
There is another issue that I have with
Okay.
this is the nail in the coffin for me. The nail in the coffin is that this is the first part of several series.
It's gonna be a few of them on
Yeah,
that.
this is gonna be like
Yeah.
like Final Fantasy VII, the remake. This is gonna be like the same shit.
Will one of them be 3 though at some point? If they get to a point where this is
They're
normal.
they're
But you
not
know what's
even-
messed up? I don't know how you will be
I read
because
a lot of
this
shit
doesn't
on this,
apply to me at all.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I don't fuck with this.
Yeah.
But like if they keep releasing ones on the VR and then like, oh wait, the VR is selling.
Right.
We're gonna do part 3 on the VR. Like,
Oh, they probably will.
yeah, no, like that's
Why do you think it's taking 13 years?
Yeah,
They're
that-
waiting so they don't have to make the same
And
game
then it's
again.
like,
They don't want to make the same type of game again. They're
Dude,
waiting
man.
for the
and
future to
there's no
take over.
backlash really because The other ones are doing fine.
They're all dead. No, it's a long time ago. It's not that long. It's only 13 years.
All dead.
Dude,
It's not 50 years
man.
ago. It's
Listen,
13 years. It's
13
fine.
years is a long fucking time. Yo, Shining Force 3. Shining Force 3, right? What was it?
I knew he was
The
gonna
third
say-
scenario, right?
No, second and third.
Or second and third. I'm sorry. Second and third.
Second, third, and premium disc did not come out here.
Never came out here,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's equivalent to that. That's like, well, here's the difference, though. The difference is not actually that bad because
We had to translate it.
at least you had to translate it, and at least you see the end. You got the fucking
It
story.
plays
You
the
got
same
the goddamn story,
plays the
man.
same
I'm
way.
sure there's a
Imagine
Half-Life
that
book
shit.
out there that
Imagine-
said the end.
No,
Well, listen, it would be like
it's no story.
This-
It's
this
the
type of
biggest
thing, though,
cliffhanger.
It's so
taking it
sneaky.
from VR to first person would be like taking Time Crisis to Call of Duty. Like it would change the game too much.
Yeah.
So I got to see. I would like to be able to
Listen.
experience it the way they want it to be experienced. I don't know if I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna buy their full-on headset. If I get like the PS4 headset PS4 headset. If I get the PS5 headset and it's available for that,
Yeah.
and then you get that experience the way they want it to be, because I wouldn't get it for the PS4 because it would make me dizzy because it's not powerful enough. I need it to be the next step to be as smooth as it needs
It's
to
one
be.
of those things where it's like,
But I think it would be cool.
you're damned. Like if you're like a really, we're looking forward to like this sequel, and you want it the way, everyone who wants a sequel wants it a similar way to what
Mhm.
they're used to. You're gonna have them like, fuck. But then you're gonna have people who like just kind of forgot about it. Oh wait, this is coming back out. I
At
got
least
it.
it's
Like,
something.
yeah, it's so mixed. It's so mixed, and I could understand all
It's
opinions.
not like the Shining series though.
What?
And as a good reference too. It's not like how Shining Force and Shining Resonance or whatever.
Oh, I
Those
agree
are
with
two
that.
different games.
No,
completely.
I agree with that.
This is at
wholeheartedly.
least close to
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
no,
was.
no. That's the
It's just
fucked
the
up thing.
future.
That's the fucked up thing
It's the
about
next
it.
step from that.
That's I think what makes it worse. It's like you fucks. Like, you're so close to what I want, and then you just
The closest comparison that I would say would be what you mentioned before with the Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah.
That's the closest comparison, which is
But if it
which
changes,
is what they
if
should
it,
fucking do.
if it changes the game enough, then I'll be like, all right.
That's
Valve,
why it's like a.
At the same time, though. At the same time, though, even though I feel a certain type of way that this is only in VR, I'm glad
the name
that
is broke.
Valve is like
It's
they
not
know.
dead.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not a
they
dead
know. They
franchise.
know that this shit.
That is a positive.
They know that we exist, and motherfuckers out there that fucking play. They know that we
positive.
exist. I'm sure they hear us because I
Positive.
listen before earlier today. I went on message boards and looking at people like it was split. It was like right down the middle. There's people that are on board with the VR
I figure it is like,
and
yeah,
the other
I
half
figure
is
that's-
where I am, where it's just like, dude, what the fuck, man? I'm not paying $1,000 for a fucking thing to experience this shit.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not fucking,
Don't force
like
people to get a certain thing to play your
like,
game.
come
It's-
on, dude. This is
it is
expensive.
getting
It's
good
a
reviews,
big
though.
investment to fucking make.
And it's probably good
For that.
It's probably good.
I'm sure
I
it's
guarantee
good.
it's a good game.
I'm sure
but-
it's an awesome experience. However, again, it's expensive. It's episodic. That's another thing. I'm like, if it was a complete story, I would be like, shit,
I
I'm
just
gonna
wanna
have to
see-
save up money to fucking get this. Like,
I just want to see you play it and a face hugger hop on your face
Right.
in the game.
Oh,
while
dude,
you
the
have
crowd-
it on your
yeah.
head.
Snap that shit right out.
And you
Oh,
know, I want to
man.
see you run around.
That's
with
why
the
I'm playing
headset
shit
on.
like
Fly
that.
up to you.
I'll snap my head back.
Dude,
That's
man.
why I'm hoping that the new generation of stuff is wireless, because that's the biggest thing that I hate about the
No,
one I
that
have.
shit's plugged in.
It's crazy, but just to hook it up, I haven't even played half the VR games I
How long
own.
does it take to hook up?
It's like 20, like
Because you have to,
It's
you
a
have
long
to,
time,
you
man.
have to,
Oh
like,
shit!
you
Really?
have to fucking calibrate it too.
just hooking it up takes too long because you have extra wires with the Elgato and the TV and all this other extra stuff. It was not just plug it in and play.
Right.
I could do it that way, but it's a hassle. So if it's wireless, that's going to make a huge difference as
Yeah.
far as how
I
easy it
agree.
is to play this stuff.
But wireless
Needs to
number
have the
one,
next step up.
high refresh rate where you don't get fucking motion sickness
Mhm.
and the price.
So hopefully the next generation coming up solves most of that.
And you know what? I will say this though, for VR, for the longest time, how long has VR been out? Like
Been out a
officially,
while.
like 2
Been out a
years now, right? Around
Been
there.
out, been out a while. It's
So-
a while now.
So
bit.
and they haven't had an IP like the
Not as big as that.
No.
No.
big
like
one.
this is, and I've seen already from the
Well, they have
reviews.
Star Wars is probably the biggest one, right? Star Wars.
Nah, they have like
Nah, they have,
they have
I mean,
other
had,
stuff.
like,
They have good titles.
They have decent titles.
It's
But
just
nothing.
that is it big enough for like this?
like this right now? Like there's such a big fan base for this game. or just this series in general, Half-Life, that it is a system seller. Like you were saying, that people
They've
are
been
going
sold out for forever.
VRs
The VR that they've come out with this has been sold out.
for this game.
Yeah, just for this game.
This game. Like this is a system seller.
It's working.
This is the IP. Like that's a system seller.
If
So
you want something that somebody's going to pay $1,000 for, this is probably the title for
the
it.
thing is like for
And Final Fantasy 7.
and that's just and that's just right now with PC. And the problem with PC, you know, and listen, I play PC games, but the problem with PC is like
You have a powerful system.
you have to keep up. Yeah, you have to keep up, and
Unless
not only
you
are
stream it on the cloud.
yeah. Well, shit, man, that's another subject for another fucking time. But the problem is, it's such a big investment, and to keep up with it, it's like
You gotta
you
spend
need
that
the,
money.
you need the top of the line. You need the top of the line,
You spend half your life
Dude,
buying
man.
it.
You gotta spend that cabbage.
dude, man. It's always
That
it's,
guap.
you know, it's like a muscle car, man. You're always tweaking the shit.
Mhm.
You're always adding some shit. You're always, you know, it's a
Gotta
never
be
ending.
your hobby, man.
A never.
I gotta go faster.
Yeah,
Gotta go fast.
it's a never ending investment.
You
But
didn't even have your car.
let us know what you guys think, man. You already know what we think, so leave your thoughts in the comments
Yeah,
or questions.
Yes, sir.